and certainly they're a very well-coached team with Jason Miller at the helm. We just never settled in. They scored a goal right off the face-off at the beginning of the game, 12 seconds in, and then the next one was a deflection. So automatically it sends us into a little bit of a spin, and we just got to put our foot down, throw the anchor down, and try to settle in. To the defense's credit, they scored 5 goals in the first quarter, and then they scored 3 goals the next 45 minutes. Offensively, Josh and Sam were comfortable, and without Chris Clark today, we had to defend a bunch. So with that, I thought the guys, everybody tightened their belt a little bit and did a good job.
How much do you need Josh and Sam to produce up to their level to win?
Yeah, I think everybody needs their guys to produce. I do. I think that everybody just, if your guys don't show, you're going to be in a dogfight. And right now, we've got a lot of guys. Josh, Sam, Brian Von Morgan, Corey Hendrickson, Dylan Oldman's finally back after, missing 4 games. Brendan Kavanaugh, Trevor Kopecky had a couple goals today. So we got a lot of guys. We just need those guys to show up, and certainly defensively as well.
And how you're 6-3, how do you sum up your non-conference stretch of the schedule?
Certainly I'd like to be, probably 7-2 or 8-1. You try to do the best you can do. We were certainly, disappointed with those losses, and happy for the wins. But 9 games in, to have 6 wins, certainly thrilled. And you work all that time and all that effort, and now you're 0-0 because now the CAA starts.
Do you think you guys have been a little up and down so far?
Yeah, I think everybody has. I think it's hard to maintain at a top level, but I do think that we got off to a great start in the season, and it's tough to maintain. But we've learned a lot of lessons, and now let's hope that those lessons, let's hope that they stick as we head into the CAA season.
Okay, good.
Happy Easter.
Okay, thank you.
Coach, is this the kind of game you wanted heading into the conference schedule?
Yeah, I mean, I guess yes. To answer your question, St. John's is, those kids played their hearts out, and our guys stood strong, and the game was close, and we made a mistake at the end of the half, to go out with 5.8 seconds left, and we foul, and we go down 2 men for 30 seconds. And that was, I thought, the turning point in the game, because if they score there, then they close the gap to maybe 10-8, right? I think it was maybe 10-7 at halftime. So they get it to 10-8, and now they're starting to smell it, and they got the momentum. Instead, our defense gave us the momentum by getting a 2-men-down stop, and then we scored a goal, and so we made it a 4-goal lead instead of only a 2-goal lead. So I was happy for our defense to stand up, certainly man down, playing 2 men down against a couple of their guys that could shoot it.
And how big was the rope unit really playing on the wing play since Chris Clark was injured? They had Michael Diener and Tyler Leota on the face-off. So how big was that rope unit picking up ground balls?
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, again, adversity, when it shows its ugly head, everybody's got to kind of just tighten up, and they got to know. So, when Chris Clark's not facing off, we went with Tyler Leota, we went with Michael Diener with the pole, and then we had to just sub different guys in on the wings, and you saw Brian Von Morgan and Corey Hendrickson out there a little bit, and so that part of it was everybody kind of just chipped in a little bit. I know the stats say we didn't win many face-offs, but there was some scrapping and there was some ground balls after the fact, but I was awfully proud of our guys.
Jack and Cannon really played big for the team, making some big clutch saves in certain points of the game. Just talk about his play.
Yeah, I think I think Jack, the first shot he sees is from a pole that's sprinting at him. I don't think anybody wants to see that. And then the next one is a deflection. And so the difference between making your first save and not making your first save is how long is it going to take for you to get comfortable after not making the first save. So it took a little bit, and then after that he made some clutch saves. I mean, down that far end, he made a couple off-hip saves that were pretty good because they got some guys that can shoot it.
And last season you ended your season at Fairfield. Now you go first game against Fairfield. What's the mentality heading into the CAA play?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the guys know it's a whole new season. The guys know that we got to get after it each and every game, and we're going to treat it as a playoff game. That's just the way it is. Fairfield's very well coached. They got a great goalie. They got a good face-off guy. They got guys all over the field. Colin Burke. They got they got guys everywhere. So we're going to enjoy Easter, and we'll watch a little film over the weekend as a staff. We'll come up with a game plan. We'll get healthy. We'll see. Hopefully we can get Chris Clark back, and then we'll put the game plan in for Fairfield at Shua Stadium next weekend.